crystal clear, right? But then I also saw a waterfall, and in the waterfall, I sensed a little bit of chaos. It wasn't as peaceful. Then I also heard the song, "Been a lie, you've been a cheat, my sins in holy water, holy water." Who sings that? I think it's Ed Sheeran with Eminem. So that song, look up the lyrics. I don't really recall it that well. I know that I love it, and I can't really recall the lyrics, but that's a specific song that came to me. So I feel like that some of you are honestly beginning to, well, look into the way that things flow in your life. Honestly, I feel like that some of you are trying to figure out the white. I keep saying white. The right way to go and grow, as in like you're trying to grow yourself in a way that you evolve. So when I say evolve, I say you're more enlightened, you're more trusting of your higher self, you're also more flexible and adaptable is what's coming to me, like water. So if anything, you might be really tuning into your emotions and seeing how you feel the way you feel and why you feel the way you feel. I love saying that because a lot of times you're getting that lately because again, it's all about enlightenment and awakening, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple oracle cards. So let's see what we got going on for Virgo. What messages need to come out for Virgo? The highest perspective, the highest good. And this is for Virgo, any placement. Courage, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And then we have perseverance. I know that I could do whatever I set my mind to. So to me, Virgo, it seems like the purpose is on the bottom of the deck. It's pretty much what I was just saying. I feel like that you might be having some of you are having a heart chakra awakening. Here's the things that we're constantly awakening. When I think of awakening, I think of, because first of all, excuse me, I think of awakening as in like reaching up to a higher level. Because we're constantly awakening, we're constantly evolving, right? We're not always just sitting here stagnant. We're never meant to be stagnant. We're meant to be ever growing and ever learning. And honestly, I feel like that, Virgo, you're beginning to really take yourself more seriously when it comes to, well, perhaps your spirituality, but I feel like life overall. Some of you really want more in life than um, I have a song coming to my head. There's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. Huh. So I'm gonna be pulling just whatever messages need to come out about whoever. This can be love. This can be anyone that you know. Could be friend, could be foe. So as I say, it could also be family member, or it could be someone that, well, feels like family, right? So what needs to come up for Virgo? About let's go off of this. I also feel like that some of you, not just heart chakra, I sense a lot of solar plexus chakra. I say that because of the colors. I view solar plexus chakra as like a golden yellow. I feel very uncertain right now. As in, because I'm a highly sensitive empath, so I take on your energy, and I just feel so uncertain. The uncertainty that I feel is honestly, some of you might be facing some decisions that you thought that you weren't going to have to deal with anytime soon for some reason. And I don't sense a hesitancy, I sense an uncertainty. Hesitancy is when you know what you want, but you hesitate to do it because honestly, you just, mm, there's fear there. Uncertainty is almost like a lack of confidence, I feel like, and there's a big difference between lack of confidence and fear. So, tell me more, tell me more. Okay, well, Virgo, so far we have the Five of Wands, the Three of Swords. Ooh, we got a lot of cards, way more cards than I thought. Ace of Swords. Sorry, my late. Justice, which is Libra energy. Then we have Virgo. Then we have Virgo. Then we have the Hermit, which is you, Virgo. And then we have Four of Cups. 3, 4, 5. Actually, we have 2, 3, 4. No, we have 3, 4, 5. So some of y'all are progressing whether you believe it or not. Some of you feel like that you... So I'm going to make this very clear. Any change, any positive change is very significant. Okay, I'll say that right now. Any positive change is very significant. Okay, I say that because a lot of people honestly, they make changes in their life and they think that, okay, well, I decided to stop doing this. I decided to stop taking this action. Like, let's say you decide to stop hanging out with someone, or you decide to even eat different, is what I'm sensing. And you think it's not that big of a deal. Well, it is. A lot of people don't take the time to even really evaluate and reflect, which is what the Hermit is about. It's about self reflection, right? It's also about really not just self reflection, but self discovery as well. Because when you reflect, you look on the past and you look at how you used to be. And a lot of you, I feel like that with the Justice card and the Hermit card, I feel like that you're really beginning to, if anything, the woman on top of the sword, that's where you're going, or that's where you are now. And you're looking at the past. I feel like that some of you are looking at the past in a way where it's not. Some of you are blocking your own self and your own growth and evolving in a way because, okay, so with the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands, that's nothing but conflict and heartbreak. That's emotional conflict right there. That is telling me that I feel like that for some reason, some of you also... Some of you feel like that you're being pulled into too many directions by different people. Some of you might be hanging out with a lot of people, or have a lot of friends. Some of them are good for you, some of them aren't good for you. And I feel like that you're beginning to realize it, but some of you feel like with the Four of Cups, you see that depiction of the Four of Cups? To me, I feel like that this cup is self-love. This cup is you. This cup is the real you, your passions, your desires, where you really want to go. And I feel like that some of you are going through almost like you appease people. You feel the need to appease. And when you do that, you're actually blocking several chakras when you do that. This is all about clearing chakras, it seems. I also feel like that some of you are honestly trying to figure out your bigger purpose in life, but how can you figure out your bigger purpose in life if you're stagnant? That's why I saw the river, but I feel like some of you feel like that the changes that you want to make are going to be either chaotic, like a waterfall, which is weird because I view waterfalls as peaceful, so I'm not sure. There must be a Virgo that's going to watch this that views that views waterfalls as destructive, is what's coming to me. I love waterfalls. And then either destructive like a waterfall, chaotic like a waterfall, or peaceful like a river. So I feel like that some of you, first of all, if you attract what you think. If you think that life is going to be nothing but chaos if you make changes, that's what you're going to attract. The kind of people you're going to attract, the circumstances, the situations that you're going to attract in any area of your life. If you sit there and you decide, well, I am happy. I am peaceful. I am growing. I am loving. I am just doing hella great. That's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract greatness. That's how it is. So, y'all, I don't even care. This reading's for free. Anyways, so to me, I honestly feel like that some of you have been trying to seek your higher truth, and you've also, because if you look at that, it's a spiral. That's so funny. I was just talking to someone who has heavy Virgo in his chart, and I sent him the spiral. So like, you know what this is? Look up the spiral if you don't know what it is. It's all about the journey of life. And I feel like that some of you are really beginning to take yourselves more seriously, which is very healthy. Some of you have, I'm mean, to talk about it. So, some of you have some deep rooted pains that had to do with relationships. I sense over the last 8 to 10 years, you've had either one significant relationship or a couple in a row that were honestly toxic and destructive to you. And it has changed you in a way where you honestly have a hard time finding self fulfillment. Some of you are overcoming codependent behaviors as well. Some of you have gone through a recent humbling, is what I understand. Like, a recent humbling, a recent change where honestly your thoughts are beginning to rearrange. So I feel like, again, this can be, I feel like the majority of you already in this process or at the beginning of this process where you're really looking at life and you're like, is this what I want? Do I want this shallowness? Do I want this self deprecation? That's what's coming to me. Some of you might have Scorpio in your chart. I think it was Scorpio. Was it Scorpio? I don't remember what sign it was, and I don't remember what reading it was, but I see a string. So if you look, okay, so in the Five of Wands, this freaking light, dude. In the Five of Wands, do you see how there's all those little white dots and the red strings? I view those red strings, which are wands, but they look like strings to me, as the red strings of fate. So to me, it seems like that all this conflict, and you see, this is so interesting. It's people. All the conflict is people. Some of you really need to see who you allow yourselves to be around because some of you, honestly, do you see how that red string is there? That red string, it's almost linked. Do you see that? How that red string is there? Do you see that? Do you see how all that conflict, arguments, drama, I literally saw the word drama in capital letters underlined twice. Do you see how all this drama makes you feel internally? Look at your face. I want you all to look at that and really think about it. You see that? Some of you, the drama that you try to do, I mean, some of you might have savior complex. As in, you feel the need to fix people, or you feel the need to help people. And here's the thing, you can't help another unless you truly helped yourself first. Guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. If anything, when you help someone, if you help those that are unwilling to help themselves, you drown. Imagine sitting there and like, okay, I'll give you an example because it's coming to me, and I have to say what I'm told. So imagine going to being on a boat. Oh, on a boat. Anyways, imagine being on a boat and someone, one of these people, the drama starters, all that, they fall off the boat and they don't know how to swim. First of all, I don't know why people go on boats if you don't know how to swim. Whatever. Anyways, they go on the boat, they don't know how to swim, right? So they sit there, they're drowning. So imagine throwing the only life vest or lifesaver, whatever the hell it's called, out to them. And then they still can't get a hang of it. They still, because they're not willing to save themselves, right? So they can't even deal or like even use the lifesaver or whatever. Dude, the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, imagine that someone is like that, right? They can't even use it. They don't even bother to use it. They don't even try to grab it. They don't even try to grab it. And then you fall off the effing boat to save them, and then you end up drowning with them. See what I'm saying? because that's what's coming to me. I feel like a lot of you really need to clear yourself of people. And see, when I say this, is because I say it because there's a difference between like cutting someone off coldly because you just don't want to deal with it. That's selfish and childish, and that's not healthy. That's not being, spiritually woke. That's not being anything really good to society. And separating yourself temporarily, because everything's temporary in life for the people who believe it or not. So let's pull some more. Pull some more. Where these Virgos, any placement. I always talk about purpose. I know a few Virgos that want another purpose. Let's talk about purpose. I just figured I'd show you that for those of you that are, trying to figure out how to do the work and thinking, am I really is it like really necessary to do the work? Is it really necessary? What's that? Is that the victory card? Six of Wands, is that the victory card that I see? Is that the world card too? New cycles, ending old cycles, everything going full circle? Is that what I see? I think it is. There's two cards when I'm asking about purpose. A lot of fire energy. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, and a double card. What are your purpose? Some of y'all have life cycles where you need to learn where, like, every lifetime, if you don't believe in past lives, it's up to you. But you honestly have sat there. Look at all these circles. Look at all these circles. You never went full circle. Circle for the tambourine, circle for the wreath, and then circle for the world. Some of y'all have never, in past lives, truly saved yourselves or allowed yourself to live a life of stability and, like, I don't want to say pride, stability and victory at the same time. Victory all the way around. Really meeting yourself all the way. Really allowing yourself to come back home to yourself. You see, a lot of people don't realize is that home. Sorry for a rickety table. I'm trying. Sometimes, not sometimes. A lot of the times, people don't realize that home is yourself. You don't find home in another. You find it within yourself. Home is your soul, your authentic self, your truest self. And when you allow yourself to be jaded because of other people not willing to save themselves, if they willing to save themselves, then what makes you think that they're ever going to truly allow you to save them? Don't you ever wonder if it's their life cycles? Don't you ever wonder if sometimes people just aren't willing to save themselves? Sometimes people just won't ever change. And sometimes when you cut those people off completely, they change. Funny, I had a man that has a very, he's got a Virgo Venus, and he cut me off like 10 months ago because I guess he thought that I needed him to save me or something. I don't freaking know. I don't need anyone to save me though. You save yourself. Those who want a knight in shining armor for situations that they can honestly figure out themselves or they could heal themselves and they choose not to. If anything, some people like to wear their pain like diamonds. As in, I mean, let's talk about this. As in, I am a wounded warrior. I've been through so much in my life. And I deserve attention because, of everything I've been through. I've gone through that, dude. A lot of people go through that, especially when you have like significant traumas and stuff. But like, dude, you know, I feel like there might be a Virgo that's watching this that might resonate. Do you want to live that life? Do you want that to be your story? Or are you going to take that book of the past, your past life, of this life, from this moment back, and burn it? And take out a freaking pen and write your own book? Write your own story? Rewrite your life? You can do it. Let's go more into purpose, though. I'm actually going to pull out of this oracle card deck. Some of you don't want to know your purpose. Well, I'm not really. You got to remember that I'm reading for whoever watches this at any time. So it might resonate. Some messages might resonate. Some might not. Also, one's true soul mission is usually found out by oneself. Unless you meet someone that can read the Akashic records like me, you usually get a pretty good idea for you. But you could also get into a severely, deeply meditative state. I figure, if you do it enough, you really go far. Just saying. On purpose. Nothing wants to come out. Woo! So we have, Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Then we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. What did I just say about meditating? Oops. I was thinking about the freaking dove and then it just flew out of my hands. Seer, see beyond the current situation. I feel like that on the bottom of the deck we have Snake, shed old skin. And then underneath that is Water Guardian. It's funny, you know? Anyways, so to me, I feel like that y'all's purpose for the majority of you is to honestly be able. For a lot of you, it is to be an example. It says that there's like 2 or 3 Virgo men that are going to watch this, and you know that you have a deeper meaning. It could be more than that, mind you, too. Okay, just saying. Some of you is to be an example. To those of you that are still in victim mode, it's for you to come over being victim mode and honestly come home to yourself and be your own warrior and speak your truth and be your truth and allow others to see that example. For some of you, it's to teach. It's to teach. Could be something spiritual, could be philosophical. For some reason, I feel politics, but I'm not sure why. I feel like that some of you are going to be significant in transformations that others will go through too. Okay. Let's get some more. Okay, so how about a different situation? Let's look into a different situation, shall we? Okay, anything else for Virgo? This is all about you, Virgo. Let's see if we can get something about them and another person that I'm curious about. Woo! That was awful quick. Your energy, Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician. I take the Magician as Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Luna, Scorpio. So, is a few more. 6 of Swords. Double Knight. We got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Two of Wands. Let's get two money. Why not? Them and another person. Remember that, please. Thank you. Yes, friends, justice. You little shits. Libra energy. Okay. Into the cups. Some of y'all. When it comes to you and this person, it seems like you're in a dynamic with a dynamic, or when I say dynamic, it's like someone that you know. Okay. Um, some of y'all are. Some of you have approached someone that seems, if anything, magical to you. They possibly could be into tarot, could be into the occult, could be into spirituality, or if anything, they just have this charisma about them, from what I understand. And some of you, honestly, I'm saying that you wanted to approach them, by the way. I feel like that you want to approach them in some way, but slow and steady wins the race, and I'm seeing a turtle. So I feel like that if anything, this person might have shocked you, or this person, honestly. Oh, some of y'all are totally switching up how you view this person. Some of you view this person, if anything, they might have been stable and boring. I'm getting that. And you wanted to move away from it. But then honestly, they brought in passion. I'm reading this so many different ways. They brought in passion. They brought in this excitement. They brought in, honestly, they might be tuned in more to the solar plexus chakra. You find it shocking. If anything, I view this, two wands means many things, but to me, I read this intuitively. I view this as like a racetrack. Some of you want to run. I want to run to you. I don't know the song, anyways. And you want, if anything, this could be commitment. It could also be, I say commitment because justice I view. Some of you feel like that this person is your equal. Is your equal. I say that because the Two of Wands, you see how it matches, and then the Justice. You view them as your equal, as in they just get you. Ten of Cups usually means fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, absolute. It could be family, it could be love. So that's one way. Some of y'all might resonate with that. Mind you, I read several perspectives at the same time, and I'm reading for a lot of people. So we're going to read this from a different perspective, which we're going to go back to what I was saying at the beginning. Some of you wanted to see how things were going with this person and honestly see how they were and if they were as interesting as you thought. I view the Six of Swords, like for some reason to me, it's showing up like this in my mind's eye, which means that it's going somewhere. Because the Six of Swords is usually someone on a boat. I keep mentioning boats. Someone on a boat going towards or away from something that no longer serves them or that is going to serve them. And I feel like that if anything, you're moving towards, your action has changed. Instead of being like the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight in the deck, let me get this out of my mouth because apparently I feel like I'm talking too slow. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest freaking knight in the deck. Boom! You went from the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You're coming in fast for this person. You find this person intriguing, and obviously you want to give them some kind of offer. I feel like that some of you, again, if they didn't have some solar plexus, if I could carry, if I could pick it up, if they didn't have a solar plexus chakra awakening or some kind of, this person's more enlightened than you. First of all, I feel it. For the majority of you, this person is more enlightened. If they're not more enlightened, then they're more intuitive than you. For some of you, you view it as a challenge and you like it. And then some of you, just view it as they're your match. There's someone that honestly do this hair, under M&Ms. You view them as someone that you could have some kind of equal emotional balance with, as in like it's not some kind of fuck around. One more spread, then we're gonna do Oracle, and then we'll see. So how about something else for Virgo? How about we get some guidance on what to do with that person for Virgo? Five of Wands again. So we have the Two of Cups. Then we have the High Priestess, Libra, Taurus, Piscean energy. Five of Wands. The Hanged Woman, Piscean energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then the Eight of Swords. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Six of Wands. Again. Let's see what the guidance is. For the majority of you, I feel like that some of you have this person has no idea how you feel, by the way. This is someone that has no idea how you feel. No idea. I feel like that they... I don't know if y'all heard that, but I feel like that, again, I feel like that this is them. I feel like that they're extremely passionate, attractive. They also are... Queen of Wands is highly intuitive. Queen of Cups is too. Yeah, it's more of an empath, though, I feel like, off the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands, though, highly intuitive. Knows her shit. Some of y'all, and I say that, they don't know how you feel because the Eight of Swords. I feel like that some of you need to hear that. They have no idea how you feel. They have no idea. Some of y'all just expect this person to, like, know. You think that they know. Well, guess what? The majority of them don't know. Just saying. And, like, you're wondering why there's all this conflict. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Clock struck 12. Sorry, y'all. Take that how you will. That was obviously someone needed to hear that because I wasn't going to say it until there was a random knock in my apartment. Guidance here, Virgo, is that if you want this person, come and claim them. Literally. This person's sitting here all perched like, hey, how you doing? And they don't know. They don't know. This is them. They don't know. Someone could be highly intuitive, but you know what? Some people, and like what a lot of people don't realize is if usually the most highly intuitive people, from what I have sensed, when it comes to matters of the heart, some of their own heart, some and like sometimes they just don't pick up things, or sometimes people are highly intuitive when it comes to things external to themselves. For example, I'll give you an example. Myself, I can channel like a mofo. I can predict like a mofo. I can do all this, right? All my abilities, not going into it. And when it comes to like knowing if someone's interested in me or not, like I'm so oblivious. Because usually my mind is focused on, well, business and whatnot. So I feel like that this person might be the same way. They're kind of, honestly, I feel like that they're focusing on themselves. And I feel like that maybe a lot of them might honestly have feelings for you too, but it's up to you. Your job is to figure it out. With the High Priestess of the Two of Cups, it's your job to figure it out, Virgo. I'm not saying that in a nasty way. I'm saying it in a way where, like, instead of sitting here in this conflict, why don't you use your intuition, which is what you're doing right now by watching this reading, and make an offer. There was two knights in the Ace of Pentacles, three signs of an offer being made. Make an offer to this person. Make an offer. This person don't know. This person don't know. Nobody knows what to say. To be the bad man, to be the sad man, behind the lights. Anyways, let's see if we can get some guidance. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go to facebook.com/Rachel if I can talk, I can't even do this, y'all. This is why I have like a recording thing. Anyways, facebook.com/Rebel Angels Tarot, or go to my email. Send me an email at rebelangelstarot@gmail.com, and we can set up a reading. Guidance for locals. Gratitude. To this, I feel like that a lot of you honestly aren't really allowing yourselves to get out of your head and sit in your emotions. Guidance here is to take life one step at a time. It's also to really appreciate what you have going on around you and make sure that you really sit in your heart and solar plexus chakra and think to yourself, do I really enjoy this? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Do I enjoy how this person makes me feel? Do I find fulfillment out of my life? Or do I find my life fulfilling? Or am I just feeding my ego? So, let's get one more. Why not? Magic. Y'all have the magician show up, and then you have magic. Guidance is also believe that life is magical. Remember that you're magic. Remember that you can create magic. Remember that, honestly, you are the creator of your life. You are the architect of your own destiny. This life is yours.